Hey, what's up everyone? I just thought that I should share this website with you. This particular website, endtimesprophecy.org, has a list of the mass animal die-offs for 2018. They have compiled the mass animal deaths for this year that have already happened since January 1st on this website. And I've already copied the link for this website, and I'll copy and paste it and put the link below so you can check it out and read it for yourself. But I thought it would be worthy of sharing with you all so that you can check out the list of the massive amount of mass animal die-offs that have occurred in 2018. I know this whole phenomenon of mass animal die-offs started in 2012, roughly. I remember on January 1st of 2012, there started being these massive bird die-offs, and it started off with the red-winged blackbirds, and it spread to other species and other animals. They would always have some excuse for it, but they never came back with an actual official explanation. There would always be this statement on the news in various states and even various countries where these where these mass animal die-offs took place. They would always have some excuse, and you can look up these various videos that have been posted since 2012 from multiple news sources and various news organizations reporting on this. And they would always have some excuse, which, to be honest, in complete honesty, all honesty, it sounded absurd, their excuses. And their first excuse was fireworks, shocking the birds. Fireworks happen they happen every New Year and every 4th of July, but when it happened, those particular years and beyond, they started using that as an excuse, but then that didn't work anymore, so they moved on to other excuses. They had experts do analysis, multiple analyses on these animals. They had experts do an analysis on them, and they always came back either inconclusive or they wouldn't give the results. Same thing for the blood red water phenomenon. That started September 7th, 2011, I believe, was one of the first blood red water phenomenon that was massively reported anyway, except for the blood red rain in 1999 and 2000 over in I believe it was India. Let me look it up. When you look this up, you'll see the red rain in Kerala. The blood red rain phenomenon was a blood rain event that occurred from July 25th to September 23rd, 2001. When heavy downpours of red-colored rain fell sporadically on the southern Indian nation. So, there are multiple documentaries, there's a few documentaries regarding, and multiple YouTube videos regarding this blood red rain phenomenon. Scientists were still trying to figure out what caused that. It could be prophetic. Even though it was all the way back in 1999 and 2001, I believe this occurred. But there were a few scientists stated that there were actual red blood cells in the rain, in the water droplets, when they analyzed those droplets of water. When they analyzed this rain in labs, the laboratory results came back that it was actual red blood cells, and then they come up with all of these theories stating that it was possibly, they had all kinds of theories stating, was it some sort of alien blood cells, or some kind of blood cells that came into our atmosphere, or was it some sort of biological warfare situation? There are multiple theories regarding what this could have been. Many people said it was prophetic, and individuals thought it was the end, and that some sort of a prophetic end of this world situation took place. That's what the people of India thought when this happened. So, anyway, that's a whole other scenario, but I'm just stating the fact that both results always either come back inconclusive or they never really give us official results. But the mass animal die-offs for 2018, they all started in 2012 with the red-winged blackbirds and the fish die-offs, where there were millions of animals that just died with no explanation. But many of them had blunt force trauma that took place. Many of them had this trauma that that took place where a particular organ of the body either exploded. The last situation that occurred in one of the states in the states in the United States, these birds, their liver exploded, which is, you'd think that doesn't occur naturally. And they said for some reason these birds' liver massively exploded. Now, I have heard of birds going over different HARP facilities, the Highly Active Auroral Research Program, where they will die over those facilities, or going over solar panels, in certain states, and dying and falling to the ground because of the heat and the energy waves. Different facilities that are put in place in this world, birds have been known to fly over and die in massive amounts because of the energy emitting from these particular facilities. But these are whole entire other scenarios. Just massive amounts of birds, hundreds, maybe thousands, sometimes millions of birds or fish suddenly dying, and their insides exploding, certain organs. Now, an individual pointed some things out to me that make some sense, that it could be tests. Because when you think about it, each part of the body, our body runs on frequencies. The brain frequencies, the electromagnetic frequencies that move through our body, everything is frequency and energy. And the frequencies that come from certain parts of the brain and certain organs, they run on different vibrational frequencies. I mean, you see that, I hope I'm stating this correctly, each has its own vibration and each has its own frequency. So if you tune something into the vibration or frequency of a certain species organ, something could happen to them on a massive scale if it was targeted energy. Maybe it was targeted energy weapons. That's a possibility. And an individual pointed that out to me, and then I started thinking about it, and I started contemplating that maybe that could be a likely solution, but that could be a likely scenario. It might not be the answer, and it could be something prophetic. It could be literally that something prophetic is taking place, which is likely as well. But is it some sort of an experiment? There have been many theories, from abduction to from something out of this world to dark forces, sinister forces, government and elite programs, targeted energy weapons, and just frequencies of how the Earth's frequencies are changing, and how during this pole shift time and during this, and it's likely we're going into that, and these frequencies in these animals, something could be happening, but you wouldn't think that this blunt force trauma would take place to targeted groups of animals. I mean, unless it was some kind of a targeted energy thing, or maybe it's prophetic, maybe both. Maybe that is the prophetic event. But it could be targeted energy weapons. But for an entire organ to explode, and blunt force trauma take place to these animals. But I am going to let you read, by posting the link to this article below, I'm going to let you read the various massive animal die-offs that have taken place since January of this year alone. So, as it states here, I'll give you a little overview. The mass die-offs from the previous 7 years have taken off. There are animals dying off all over this world today in huge numbers due to the polluted state of the sea and the air. Not only that, but millions of fish and massive numbers of various marine creatures are washing ashore dead. Birds are falling dead out of the sky with usually no explanation. Millions of poultry and wildlife are dying from avian flu, or the bird flu. The animals of the land are so largely dying in such large numbers now. Although animals and fish have been dying all throughout history, that's fact. We've not seen such a massive, consistent numbers of deaths that we are seeing today. So please remember, this is just one of many signs of the last days. It's time to wake up, and that's what this article states. And it states that many of these events, from people from all walks of life, are saying they have never seen anything like this before. So, and then they have various Bible verses listed here. So, February 26th, 2018, 36,000 birds were killed due to the avian flu. In the Netherlands, February 25th, hundreds of birds just randomly fall dead from the sky in Chihuahua, Mexico. And the picture shown right here to the right of the screen shows some of the birds there. On February 25th, 1,000 water birds were found dead due to an illness, they stated, in New Zealand. Thousands of dead fish wash up in Bluff Harbor, Iowa, in America. 3 dolphins were found dead, washed up in Long Beach, Mississippi, America. Tens of thousands of dead fish were found in the Neche River, Colombia, and that was on February 25th, I believe, February 24th. 400 sheep were dead from an infection. Owners were shocked in India on February 23rd. Malabagilu Taluk, India, that took place, I think. February 22nd, thousands of dead fish washed ashore in North Carolina, America. Thousands of fish found dead in Chattanooga, Tennessee on February 22nd. I didn't even hear about that, so they didn't even mention that on the news. So, and there are links to back all of this up. You can see, they give you a link. Channel9news.com. Thousands of dead fish found near a creek off Memphis Drive in Chattanooga Thursday. So, I mean, these have links to back them up. The TVA would not share information on what caused this to the public. They claim they obviously do not know, as usual, what caused this. So I will let you check this out for yourself, but just look at this extensive list. Some of these have millions, some have thousands, some have just a few, but many have, like, look here, look at this one on February 8th. 160 tons of fish just randomly died in Lake Meningau, Indonesia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not, but it's in Indonesia. 160 tons of fish randomly died. I mean, you have all kinds of species of animals just dying off. And the list goes on and on. Hundreds of dead fish washed up on Harson's Island, Michigan, in America. And, I mean, the list goes on and on. Not just the United States, but worldwide. Since January 1st. So, I'll let you check this out. See, there's 40,000 plus birds died of the avian flu. Thousands of starfish washed up on shore. 90 crows dead for reasons unknown in Japan. 100 plus cattle dead from the cold. That was from the cold in Mexico. And just thousands and millions and hundreds and 350,000 plus birds. Millions of kangaroos are dying from a mysterious disease in Western Australia, and that was on January 1st. And as you can see, the list just goes on and on here. From January 1st to today, there's the list. So, much love, stay safe. I decided to go ahead and give you a little bit of this list, state some of my theories as to what could be possibly going on. Feel free to share your theories as well. And I just wanted to share this with you all. So I will post the link in the description below so you can check this out for yourself, and I will leave you with this. With that being said, much love to you all. Link below, and or the links below, and my email is below where you can email me if you would like to send a message privately rather than commenting where everyone can see. Or if you feel you can also, if you feel like doing so, you can also leave your comment in the comment section below, or privately message me on YouTube. And as always, I send much love. Stay safe in these times we live. Much love. Peace. Bye. And as always, God bless. Bye.